Hey everyone, today I'm gonna tell you about a new massive financial pyramid scheme in Russia that even involves minors for promotion.
Post your stories and add the hashtag #ThanksEric.
One of the hosts of Match TV channel, does it make sense to take out a loan and invest it in the fund? Also, this madness is promoted by famous footballers like Arshavin, Kerzhakov, Bystrov, many others, and Ruslan Nigmatullin. Hello, Ruslan, good afternoon. The scheme, supposedly based on betting, founded by two bankrupts under the guise of the Kindness Fund.
Thank you, Eric!
So get comfy, because what's coming isn't just an overview, it's a total teardown. Our mission here, guys, is public pressure. Only through public pressure we can, like a slap on the butt, really expose these guys to the public and maybe knock some sense into their heads. I'll briefly tell you what this dump is about. An investment fund in betting called Gafarov and Partners. Gafarov and the Roosters, that's what I'd call this fund, because they're all crowing like roosters about how, thanks to this chasing losses strategy, earning 400% on chasing losses, and the likelihood of them blowing the entire bank, all the investors who put money into this project, is 0.00047 millionth. And these idiots even had the nerve to write that the likelihood of dying from falling out of bed is about the same. How many people do you know who have died falling out of bed? It's written on their website. And with such zeal and passion in his eyes, Sukhoplyuev talked about how the martingale works, tossing a coin up and saying something like, "The world is cruel, and the only morality in a cruel world is chance." It feels like there they were hanging together, Gafarov and Sukhoplyuev, and someone talks about the martingale and they're like, "Holy crap, for real? We can totally scam people now. We can tell them all this, feed them these lines and make money. Fortune smiles, another day of wine and roses, or in your case beer and pizza, haha." Well, this is the martingale strategy, known since the 19th century, and bookmakers have long known how to deal with it. They cut odds, limit the maximum bet amount, block accounts. Well, in general, they know how to do all this. Otherwise, bookmakers would have long ceased to exist, and the martingale would have been scaled to unprecedented levels, and the agencies would have been bankrupted long ago. So why does this dump have all the signs of financial Ponzi scheme? First, the stated profit significantly exceeds the market level. There is no information about the fund's financial position and its resources, and there is no understanding of whether the organization has its own assets. There is no license from the Russian Federal Financial Market Service or the Bank of Russia for raising money. There is no guarantee that the profit to participants is paid out from the income from sports betting rather than from the money of other participants. And exactly from the money of other participants they do pay out. Watch till the end, I'll explain everything. Famous footballers involved in this are Andrey Tikhonov, Andrey Arshavin, Vladimir Bystrov, and Ruslan Nigmatullin, whom, by the way, we will call today and ask why. Today my driver is level 80. The first Russian Formula 1 racing driver, Vitaly Petrov. Hey everyone, Eric's with us today too. Yeah, what's up? Aleksandr Kerzhakov, missed again. Alexander Mostovoy, because it's all part of the plan. He's there too. Everyone loses their minds. And even one of the hosts of Match TV, Timur Sklyarov. Yeah, he's kinda new there. Who are you, goddammit? You call me the Riddler. So basically all these dudes claim that they are investors. And you know the thing that they have in common? They are cheap. They invested in this mess and everything is supposedly fine for them. Money trickles in, they earn. Naturally, journalists started asking questions. So what does Andrey Tikhonov say? Why did he get involved in this mess? I understand what articles you're talking about, and I want to say that the information contained in them does not correspond to reality. But I have never been and am not promoting this fund. So he's basically saying that he is an investor. They ask him, well, what do you think about the pyramid scheme? Of course, that's not true. We're talking about the Gafarov and Partners fund. I know the founders of the fund. I've been to their place. I even met the parents of Eric and Vladimir, the founders of the fund. Fuck, that changes a lot. Okay, what about Mostovoy? What difference does that make? And he answers like he's being interrogated. Did you participate in Eric Gafarov's advertising campaign? No, I didn't. How much money did you invest? Yes, I'm a client. How much money did you entrust? I don't want to tell, it's a significant amount for me. Do you know in what ways other famous celebrities collaborate with the fund? Yes, I know some celebrities who are clients of the fund. I know that many of them don't want this to be public knowledge. I don't know about any other forms of collaboration.
Their morals.
Their code. It's a bad joke. Dropped at the first sign of trouble. Here is a live stream. Kerzhakov is talking to one of the website hosts. I'll start with compliments, given the difficult times. Of course, any positive information is a plus. Big respect to you. I respect you very much. And I'm writing to Kerzhakov himself, like, what's up with the pyramid scheme, dude?
In a way, I believe I contribute to people's positive mood during quarantine. I help however I can.
Yeah, you rock.
Life goes on. This might be what it would look like if the guys were doing it at that time.
The atmosphere around you, thank God, has become calm. When did you breathe a sigh of relief from all the unpleasant yellow press news? When did you realize that you could finally sigh with relief?
To be honest, I haven't been stressing much lately.
And they ignored me. And I'm thinking, okay, fine, so I'm recording an Instagram story and asking you all to help me. Surely some of you also took part in this hustle, and those who didn't, here's my Instagram, join in. We'll be bombing live streams like this, asking factual questions. Together we're strong. Guys, let's hurry up. Go to the championship website. There's a live stream on Instagram with Kerzhakov himself going on right now. They both are ignoring my questions about the Gafarov pyramid scheme.
And I feel lucky about my career, including my performance with the national team, and I'm lucky in this regard. I'm lucky with my partners, they help me feel all this, and this feeling will always be there with me. It doesn't matter if my record is broken or not.
Come on, Alex, give me a sensational headline like I won't shake hands with Dzyuba if he breaks my record.
If you need a headline, even for a headline, I cannot lie. Why? I think it would be great. I'll be happy if Artem somehow managed to break my record.
Guys, you're asking questions. I see them all. Actually, I'm noting them. I'll ask them during pauses so as not to completely break the broadcast into fragments and jump from one topic to another. Let's finish about Dzyuba. Tons of questions are about some pyramid scheme. I don't really know. Gafarov, who are these people?
Pyramid scheme, I don't know. I know Gafarov, I know what, how to say, what they offered me, what I was introduced to, what I was told, I was okay with it. I don't really know if it's a Ponzi scheme or not. Like many others, I just trusted them.
Kerzhakov dodged, duck and weave, doesn't know what to answer. Basically didn't admit to promoting, but damn, of course he promoted, guys. Nigmatullin spilled the beans about the whole gang. In his Instagram, he was asked questions, thought it was from an advertiser, and he admitted that there was the advertising campaign with Gafarov, and he said that he even undercharged, took less from Gafarov. Accordingly, to make such conclusions, he must have already had an idea that there was a scam going on, that big money was involved. Apparently his friends and acquaintances invested. He didn't just say that for no reason, right? The company itself is registered in London, UK. The address, postal code, you can see all that on the screen. But the same contract states that disputes arising in connection with this contract are resolved in accordance with Russian Federation legislation. But in the UK, fucking good. But can they really do that if they are bankrupt? Can they conduct their business luring clients into their scheme in Russia? Well, if you are registered in the UK, do it there. Makes sense. If you add it all up, they owe hundreds of thousands of dollars. Too much repetitive crap for me to believe it. People are always waiting for something. Don't wait, they won't give you a damn thing. Well, of course, one needs to delve deeper into the matter, study it, see what's what. Maybe I'm wrong, but damn, he's sitting there in Dubai in a presidential hotel, and practically every day he posts stories about placing flat bets of 5k to 100k a day.
Now the situation is stabilized, and I'll tell you what happened to me. So guys, remember I deposited 10 million rubles, and today I already have 31,650,000. I'm up about 160k bucks from yesterday. I did this by my own, without my analysts, without my team, just by testing cyber football and table tennis.
Okay, let's say you have a lot of money. What will you do?
I'll buy everyone.
Even me.
And this blue Bentley, this one here, it's not Gafarov's. No, he didn't buy it. It was gifted to him. Here he writes on his Instagram, "It was given to me. I've been gifted a Bentley for the second time." Damn, a bankrupt dude gets a Bentley for the second time. Awesome. Imagine how much good you have to do for someone for them to decide to thank you like this. The guy is only 24. He bought it for 200k. What a badass I am. So join my scam and they'll gift me a couple more Bentleys. I'm adding this bit myself. Why write all this? What kind of sketchy crap is that?
Believe me, I'm good. Very good.
But when it comes to paying off debts... What debts? Haven't heard of? No.
What are you saying, guys?
Louder.
Why are they so confident that no criminal cases will be opened against them?
Personally, I think Gafarov needs to somehow pay off these multi-million debts despite the bankruptcy, and he will still be squeezed. Because people won't forgive, they'll try to take it back in different ways. So naturally, he has to take risks to somehow climb out of this debt pit he's gotten into. And why has Sukhoplyuev actually stayed in Russia and isn't afraid of anything? Yeah, that is, he's confident, everything's fine, it worked last time, it worked the time before last, and it will work now. And he's sure that he will avoid criminal charges in Russia because...
United Russia is the party of crooks and thieves.
The pot calling the kettle black, although maybe he thinks he can bribe his way out again, dodge the issue, escape criminal responsibility, and everything will be hunky-dory and they'll feel fine in Great Britain. And yet, whatever the country, people who have invested their own money will find ways to screw them over. For example, Kerzhakov gave some guy $3 million for the construction of a supposed oil refinery, the guy scammed him, Kerzhakov got him jailed. The person you loaned money to at interest, who then stole it, was jailed but later released on parole and is now supposed to pay you back with interest. How's that going? Anything changed?
Of course he hasn't... Look, listen, how could he? He's supposedly unemployed.
So no properties, no real estate, no factories?
Of course.
Okay, so what to do? On one hand, there's you owed a huge amount, several 100 million rubles, and on the other, an unemployed person. What to do?
What to do? Have you seen a policeman from Rublyovka?
Yes.
Yeah, there's an answer to what to do.
What to do? To scam more fools with Gafarov.
What should I invest? You know, I live within my means. I live like paycheck to paycheck. But I'm not living large. I cannot afford to. I cannot fly business class. I cannot rent super villas on vacation. But listen, I'm not worried about it.
So you basically lost most of what you earned during your career?
Yep.
Wow. Honestly, I didn't expect that answer because many were asking, wondering where Kerzhakov got so much money because it's strange that you invested $3 million. Obviously, it wasn't your last penny. But now it turned out that it was a large part of your career earnings.
Yeah, that's right. So I trusted my friend Ivan Sayenko. I trusted him.
And did you talk to Sayenko after that incident?
How am I supposed to know? Of course not.
No, I mean, maybe you tried to figure out...
Wait, what is there to figure out from a person who acted so vilely? What, ask him for money? How is he going to pay me? There are people he also scammed, but those people are, afraid to admit it, not to look bad.
And did Sayenko earn something from it?
Well, I heard that he did, because I wasn't the only one, Probably yes. I'll say it again, there are different people. There are people who can call you their best friend and then stab you in the back. And there are people who are silent but will come to you in difficult times. People you've never expected to do so. Such is life. You can't trust anyone.
Okay, Aleksandr, a question just flickered in the comments and the same question has just been asked on the website too. So, the fund that you recently promoted from Naberezhny Chelny, many think it resembles a financial pyramid scheme. What's your opinion here?
Well, I don't know what that is. Guys who offered that to me, they are connected, as you might have seen on Instagram, connected with my good acquaintances who also communicate very well with them. They offered that to me, I asked what it was, they told me, it seemed quite interesting. I'm not advertising anything, I'm not advising anyone, just so there are no questions later. I liked it, I took a risk.
Oh, so you have invested in it, right?
Well, not as much as you might think. It's just, so to speak, a trial. Because now I'm not taking risks.
But many thought it was an advertisement, that you were posing in a t-shirt with the logo there.
Well, yeah, but I say again, it's not advertising. I collaborate with them. And I'm participating because I just simply want to see how profitable it is and how real it is.
And they also say there will be a big annual profit, right?
Well, listen, the amount isn't that big that I'd worry if something happens. But I'll know if something goes wrong.
So you'll keep us posted, right?
Yes, sure.
A few moments later.
No, what bets? Money, I parted with them very easily, unfortunately, but for me, money has always been something hard to come by, to lose it in a casino or on bets.
But for now, the scam is in full swing. So I'm here to get my first salary. The office is functioning.
Investors are bragging on their Instagram stories about their daily earnings. Some of them even claim to make $500 a day. Gafarov himself reposts these stories, therefore deceiving people. It's like free cheese in a mousetrap. You know what I'm saying. Some guy, Ildar, made $500 in a day. A senior partner of the fund. Basically, they all have an affiliate link under their profile, which leads to Gafarov's fund. They get 5% from each referred client. Let's say some fool brings in 100,000. The investor gets 5,000 from this fool. This fool brings in 2 or 3 more fools and he also gets 5% from them. So basically you can sell your friends for 5%. What else can you call it? Damn. Vyacheslav, here's his affiliate link. Rinat, here's his link. And he's saying, I'll teach you to easily invest money. God damn it. Eleonora, Vladimir. And they all have links. And they all will teach you how to make money. Yeah. Some creams, Corona, go away. Awesome. And here's Gafarov himself. I experimented with table tennis and I'm already $6,000 in profit. That's 35%, and annually that will be... His life is hanging by a thread, yet he's thinking of profit. In 2 days we've made annual 976%, so that's very cool. Oh, wait, so if I won today, I'll be this lucky all year. And accordingly, I'll have 900% annually? Gafarov, come here. Are you fucking going bananas? All good, bro? Are you having a fever? Better invest a pill in your mouth and go to sleep. Quit this bullshit. Alright, we have a call from Eldar Suleimanov, a senior partner of Gafarov and Partners. Hello? Hello? Yeah, Eldar, hi. Yeah, it's me, hi there. My first question, I can't invest in cryptocurrency, I can only do cash. I was told it can be done with a bank transfer. Am I understanding this correctly? Because, yeah, absolutely. We've worked with some investors in cryptocurrency, so better send it through Calibri. Oh, I see. If you go with a bank transfer, they accept up to 500,000 rubles from one person. So they ask for the amount, take your passport. Understood. I want to start with investing 100,000. Yeah, why not? I started with 1,000,000 rubles. Now I have 4.5 in investments. The return this month for the fund was quite small. 23.5%. Because there have been few sports events lately. So you're saying 23% a month, right? Yeah, in a month, 23.5, yeah. And I get 50% of the fund's profit. I see. Okay, look, I have a question. It might seem a bit awkward, but No, ask any questions. Even if you think it's a bad question, I'm okay with that. Okay, so you communicate directly with Eric, right? Yeah, sure. Can you clarify something for me personally then? You know, I have a friend, he's a famous rap artist. And could you please talk to Eric about giving him some sort of privilege? Okay, yeah, let's say he wants to invest like 100,000 rubles, and no, it's not rubles that he wants to invest. He's the king of rap. His name is Pasha Technik. He wanted to invest a dick in Gafarov's mouth. Okay. Pasha who? Technik? Yeah, Pasha Technik, the rapper. That's who I'm talking about. The king of rap. We'll do it. You'll do it? He wanted to invest his dick in Eric's mouth? Yeah. What will the profit be, approximately? Frankly, I don't get what you mean. Well, you can Google it. Type in dick in mouth. Google, Yahoo, whatever. Damn, that's probably gonna be some porn, probably. And you said you didn't get it first. Guys, why are you scamming people? Tell me, huh?
What do you mean by scamming, Stanislav? May I ask you?
Well, I've been gambling all my life, and I know many players, and I know how people lose money. This martingale strategy is well known since the 19th century. And bookmakers have betting limits, especially now in times of coronavirus. And you're promising 20% per month, saying you'll teach how to earn money and all that stuff.
Well, no, it's not like that.
Are you standing by your fucking words? They organized a seminar. I decided to attend this seminar, a seminar of famous and successful people who cannot even pay off their debts. But that's okay. It's a closed seminar, but I sneaked in. I sneaked into a closed seminar, guys, for you. And now you're about to get a deep insight into their seminar. The host from Match TV, and he was also hosting there, Timur Sklyarov. A fucking investor. And Sukhoplyuev himself was there. And the only question that was bothering me was, why can't you take a loan from a bank, say at 30% per year, and invest it, instead of taking responsibility from many other investors and paying them huge interests?
Yeah, back in the TV era, people would send their messages, but now it's much more convenient. So the question is, why pay high interests when you can simply take a loan from a bank and earn money from that?
There you go.
Why take money from people?
Oh, it's simple. If we had the opportunity to take a loan from a bank for the maximum volume of investments we can manage in our fund at a low annual interest, we would of course do it. But unfortunately, that's simply impossible. Banks don't issue loans for such purposes, and certainly not for such volumes. Obviously, they won't get these loans. Who would give loans to such bankrupt debtors?
Okay, next question. Is there any sense in taking a loan and investing in the fund?
Our investor who takes a loan simply buys money cheaper from the bank and sells, lends and transfers it to our fund at a higher price. And the fund services this loan and he still gets his profit. We now have more than 2,000 investors. That's like $11,000. And this is the average investment size of our investors in the fund right now.
Yeah, moreover, judging by the latest news,
yeah, those guys are operating on a large scale.
Yeah, and I'll give a little hint about how my friends became investors in the fund. Let me demonstrate. This is your brain on the box.
I have a question for Match TV. Guys, you are a federal channel, serious one. You have a decent budget, that's for sure. How do you allow such guys like Timur Sklyarov to get involved in Ponzi schemes? Thanks to your many years of investment in your channel, viewers come to it. And they trust him because they see him on the screen.
The #1 sports channel in our country.
If he has money problems, find him some side job at Match TV. Give him a bucket, a mop, let him wash your floors, god damn it. Pay him extra, the guy is apparently struggling. Help your guy out. Why did he get involved in this mess? Terrible situation, right? And what if I tell you that even a 16-year-old girl supposedly invested, maybe really invested in this fund?
Just so you know, just for your information, the girl is 16 years old. Guys, you're so cool. I want to wish your fund to become the coolest. In Russia and in the whole world.
Now that's really terrible. They cut accounts, make restrictions.
No, there's no such thing in Betfair, Stanislav. There are drops.
What do you mean drops? It's a betting exchange.
No, there are account drops on Betfair.
Again, it's a betting exchange. There are no drops. Players play against each other.
Yeah, absolutely right. No, players account drops.
Okay. Tell me, how is Eric now betting $5,000 on table tennis on small markets? Do you know what small markets are?
Oh yeah, you can check out...
Yeah, I've already checked.
As soon as I heard about this news, I immediately wanted to verify the information.
No office would allow betting 100K a day on table tennis. But note that he bets not on the exchange, but in this very office. Both in the office and online. I texted to my acquaintance who works there, explained the situation, sent him screenshots, and he replied to me. Despite our acquaintance, I cannot disclose specifics about our partners or alleged clients' cases. So he's either a partner or an alleged client, but in any case, it's a case. So you deceived someone, made money, and what? Did you become stronger? Nope, you didn't. Because there is no truth behind you. When you invested, how did you assess that they could be trusted and that the strategy itself was profitable?
Well, first off, I've known Eric for 2.5 years. I met him at our mutual friend's birthday party. He invited him, me, and many other people. That's how I started following Eric. I watched how he behaved, what he did, what kind of deals he was involved in, everything.
And I guess you found out that he was bankrupt, that he had scammed people out of $20,000 and his friend Sukhoplyuev scammed 400K. Do you consider such people honest?
You know what happened? They took a loan, wrote a promissory note, returned the loan, and then the person went to court with the note and said, look, they haven't returned it. So he got his money back and he wanted to get even more. Can you imagine what kind of person does that?
So you are now talking about the second director of Energobank, right? I don't think that...
Yeah, exactly.
The director of Energobank did it on purpose, and you believe that, Ildar?
Absolutely, I know Eric personally, I'm telling you.
You must have noticed that it's not just the director of Energobank. There were many scams by Sukhoplyuev and Eric. They've been fraudsters for a long time, it's clear. And the one who has been deceived, the truth is with him. That means he's stronger.
Yeah, the pool is assembled, let's say, and it closes, and it only works for those who manage to get in, because we are limited by the maximum bet of the 10th step. Like, you know, all our money is distributed in 10 steps, and this is the maximum limitation.
Yeah, I understand. The martingale strategy in 10 steps. Tell me, you buy drops, you just told me. What limits could there be? Well, buy more drops, and then you will have even more new clients.
No, a drop is a real person. A drop is a real person.
Yeah, it's a real person, and through his account, you make a bet, right? Until they cut him off. So when they cut him off, you buy new drops. And what kind of limitations on the amount of the bet are we talking about? Well, buy more drops and you can invite more clients.
Those drops guarantee with their property, which they have a certain amount of money.
What in heaven's name are you talking about?
Besides, I'm also an entrepreneur, and, well, times are tough now, you know? And what Eric offers, what his fund offers...
Yeah, we'll bring you some cheese and you will eat it, you little bitch.
Well, you see, many have lost their jobs and their businesses, and the fund is the only source of income left for them.
Eldar, are you Muslim?
Yeah, I adhere to Islam, yeah.
Okay, can you now swear by Allah that this fund really makes money? And it's not a Ponzi scheme.
Of course I can swear by Allah. And Gafarov, he even named his fund after his family name.
I see, yeah, that explains a lot. That makes difference for sure. Are you already planning your exit strategies?
You see, I've had an unlucky experience myself. I once put $1,000 in Cashberry and lost it. Then I found out it was a Ponzi scheme, and after that I swore never to participate in any Ponzi scheme. And it's an honor for me not to be representative of some Ponzi scheme. No one can say in life that I scammed him, not a single one. I think, unfortunately, soon, maybe in a year, such people will appear. But why are you constantly drawn into such shit? First Cashberry, then Gafarov. Aren't there any other ways at all? No. You see, there are many instruments and tools to make passive income. I'm a businessman.
No, you are an instrument, Ildar. You are an instrument, a talking head. Any other investor would have told me to fuck off long ago and wouldn't talk to me at all. But you're stuck on me and trying to talk to someone who even... No, you'll make your own decision, you know? For me, the most important thing is that I just convey it to you as I know it. No, as I'm telling you. So you don't think that it's something bad, you know? You understand? Yeah, I do. And whatever decision you make, I have no influence on it. All fair and all square. No deception anywhere. It's a good way, a very good way to earn passive income. Ildar, how much does Eric pay you? You're just an excellent sales manager, honestly. I'm impressed. You should have been selling something else. Why? You're just ruining your reputation now. No, Stanislav, I'm telling you. I've talked to people and sold big stuff. Goodbye and take care. For 27 minutes and 13 seconds, the investor who claims to make astonishing money tried to persuade me to invest when he's making good money himself. Why are you justifying yourself? If you're making money, just keep on doing that. Well, all that's left is to call Ruslan Nigmatullin and find out from him, because he's the only one who revealed all the cards and said it was a promotional project from the footballer's side. Ruslan Nigmatullin, a famous football player, is joining us today. Greetings, Andrey. Greetings, studio. You might ask me, Andrey, where will you get the number? Guys, we'll find everything we need. Come here, I'll show you something. So look, this is his official Instagram with a check mark, all this stuff. And there's a website. We go to the website, contacts, and in the contacts there's this email. Ruslan wrote to me from this email a year ago. He wanted to be a forecaster for the Iron Bet for my channel. And below, I won't scroll down, there's his phone number. Well, I just hope that he hasn't changed it in a year. Hello? Ruslan, good afternoon. I am Andrey Arshavin, and I've received your email regarding cooperation. The email took a long time to arrive, apparently. Yeah, I have a question for you. Having your renowned biography as a famous goalkeeper, aren't you embarrassed to promote Gafarov's fund, that financial Ponzi scheme that promises 400% of profit?
This is a Russian footballer and he has achieved a lot in his life. Ruslan, many teenagers are watching me right now. What is the most important advice you would give them?
And you, what do you want from me? I just want to understand, aren't you embarrassed to set such an example for the youth? All the best. And to you too. So he avoided the question. And notice, unlike Ildar, Nigmatullin didn't try to trick me for 30 minutes to get money. He just said all the best and goodbye. Why? Because he has already taken his fee for advertising. Well, yeah, and it's not just about the money, you know? He was afraid to say something because Gafarov could, of course, ask for the advertising fee back. Definitely there was some contract and something about non-disclosure. Yeah, as the best athlete in Russia, I'm familiar with that. And Eldar has his own affiliate link and he hasn't received his fee yet. It's all ahead for him. He's got involved in this hype project. But Nigmatullin also doesn't realize a certain point that even without a link, his friends will invest. And your subconscious will form the path to this goal. And most importantly, financially unsuccessful people will invest in this crap during the pandemic. In essence, they will also be held accountable and talked about later.
If I could do it, you definitely can. If you want to know how, DM me.
So yeah, I teach kids over the internet, communicate with them, and thereby found a kind of occupation for myself. It's not me to wish all the best to, okay? Wish all the best to the ones who cooked up this whole mess and led folks into this scam, namely Gafarov and Sukhoplyuev. And you guys better quit this shit as soon as possible, because when this scheme collapses, and it will collapse, there will be such a mess. People will constantly call you, bother you on any TV show, everywhere as soon as you are seen, in a restaurant, and even your fans who once loved you and respected you, I hope they will still love you. They will just tear you apart for this. And keeping quiet about this shit now is clearly not in your interest. So guys, be sure to tell Gafarov to fuck off. To all my viewers, I wish you well. All the best, folks. I hope this will be useful to someone. And our mission here with public pressure, at least it will benefit someone. All the best to everyone.